I'm 40 years old. 9 months ago, I got married. 6 days ago, I filed for divorce. People are shocked. 9 months? You didn't even try. And you know what? They're right. I didn't try to save a marriage that was suffocating me from day one. Because at 40, I refuse to waste time on something that doesn't work. And I don't regret it for a second. Let me tell you how I got here. I met Mark when I was 38, after 7 years of being single. Everyone said he's the one. Successful, stable, reliable, wanted a family. At 38, I felt the pressure. The biological clock. Society. Family. You're already 38. When will you finally settle down? Mark seemed like a safe choice. I wasn't madly in love, but I thought maybe this is what adult love is. Calm, stable. We dated for a year. He proposed. I said yes. The wedding was beautiful, small, just close ones. I stood in a white dress and thought, this is right. But somewhere deep inside was a quiet voice whispering, are you sure? I silenced it, because at 39 I didn't have time to doubt. The first week after the wedding was normal, the second too. And then it started. He left dishes in the sink waiting for me to wash them. He didn't clean up after himself. You're home more than I am. He invited friends without warning. It's my house too. When I said something, he looked surprised. You're my wife. Isn't that your job? After 3 months, I realized something. He didn't marry me. He married the idea of a wife. Someone who cooks, cleans, takes care of him. Someone who makes his life more comfortable. I was a function, not a person. I tried talking to him. Mark, I work full time. You do too? Why should I do everything at home? He shrugged. My mother did everything. I thought that's how it should be. But I'm not your mother. You're my wife. Isn't that the same thing? After 5 months, I started feeling invisible. He'd come home. I'd ask about his day. Fine? Then the TV went on. I'd talk about my day. He nodded without looking away from the screen. I need your help. Later. Later never came. We lived in the same house, but we were strangers. Then something happened that changed everything. My friend Anna came to visit. We hadn't seen each other in 2 years. We sat in the kitchen, drank wine, laughed. Mark came home, nodded. Hi. Then went to his room. Anna looked at me. Is he always like this? I defended him. He's tired. But she didn't let it go. Lisa, are you happy? And I couldn't answer. Because I wasn't happy. I was married. But I wasn't happy. The next day Anna left. But her question stayed. I started noticing things. He never asked how I was feeling. He never thanked me for dinner. He made decisions without me. We're going to my parents this weekend. Did you ask me? Why? They're my family. After 7 months, I lay in bed and realized something. I don't want to wake up next to him. Not tomorrow, not the day after, not in 10 years. I didn't love him. Maybe I never did. I married him because I was 38, because everyone said it was time, because I was afraid of being alone. But loneliness with someone is worse than loneliness by yourself. On the 8th month, I told him I wanted a divorce. He didn't believe me. Because of what? Because of the dishes? Because I don't feel alive next to you. He was silent. Then he said, do you know how many women would want to be in your place? You have a stable husband, a home, security, but I don't have myself. He didn't understand. On the 9th month, I filed the papers. My family was furious. You didn't even try. 9 months is nothing. But I did try, every single day. I tried to convince myself this was normal. I tried to silence the voice saying this isn't right. I tried to be grateful for stability. But changing yourself to fit the wrong person isn't saving a marriage. It's losing yourself. Here's what I want you to understand. At 20, you have time for mistakes. At 40, you don't. Every year matters. Every month. Every day. And I refuse to spend my time on a marriage that makes me smaller. People say you invested so much. The wedding, the time, the effort. That's exactly why I'm leaving now. Before I invest even more. Imagine I stayed. Another year, 5, 10. At 50, I'd ask myself, why didn't I leave when I knew? I knew at month 3, at month 5, at month 7. It took me 9 months to find the courage. I don't regret leaving. I regret not leaving sooner. What if you're wrong? What if you regret it? I'd rather regret trying than regret staying and losing myself. I'd rather be alone and free than married and trapped. I'd rather risk being happy than be guaranteed miserable. At 40, I know something I didn't at 20. Time doesn't wait. Life doesn't give second chances. Staying out of fear of starting over isn't bravery. It's fear. Marriage takes work. But there's a difference. Working on a relationship is one thing. Working to convince yourself to stay is another. If every day you think maybe today will be better, that's not working on a marriage. That's hoping for a miracle. For the first time in a year, I can breathe. I come home and there's silence. Not tension. I cook what I want. Or don't cook at all. I watch what I want. I sleep peacefully. I'm myself again. Some people say I'm selfish, that I gave up too quickly, that I didn't give him a chance. I gave him 9 months, and with each day I lost more of myself. At some point you have to choose his comfort or your life. I chose my life. If you're in a situation right now where every day you convince yourself to stay, if you feel invisible, unheard, if you're afraid to leave because of what people will say, listen to me. Your time is all you have. Every day in the wrong place is a day you'll never get back. At 20, I would have stayed. At 30, I would have given another chance. At 40, I left. Because life is too short to be unhappy. I don't know what happens next. Maybe I'll meet someone. Maybe not. But I know one thing. I will never marry out of fear of being alone. I will never stay where I'm made smaller. I will never ignore that quiet voice saying this isn't right. Because that voice is me, the real me. And at 40, I'm finally listening. People say I didn't give it a chance. But I did. To myself. A chance to be happy. A chance to be free. A chance to be myself. And that's the only chance that matters. How much time have you already spent in a relationship that doesn't make you happy? Write in the comments. I read everyone.